And so it's now, so you asked how did I treat these? Well, at that point, I had no idea what to do. But ivermectin has turned out to be a brilliantly important drug. And, Pierre Corey wrote the book called The War on Ivermectin because there literally was a war against it. Normally, the colleges never tell doctors what medications they can or can't use for any treatment. I mean, literally, if a medication is a licensed, legal, approved medication in Canada, a doctor with a medical license can use it for literally whatever he wants. And in fact, up to about 20% of prescriptions are what we call off-label prescribing. So in other words, we can use things that we might otherwise use for treating blood pressure, we can use it for treating nightmares. So the many medications have many applications. And ivermectin, so doctors aren't normally obliged to only use a medication for what Health Canada has approved it for. You've got a brain and scientific knowledge and a medical license. You can use that medication for anything as long as you've got a good scientific basis for it. But for the first time ever, BC and Alberta colleges issued a warning to doctors that they were not allowed to prescribe ivermectin for COVID, which was really weird because they'd never told us that we're not allowed to prescribe a medication for a particular thing before. They desperately did not want people to use ivermectin. And it turns out that ivermectin it has 20 mechanisms of action that are significant for COVID. And 5 of those are anti-inflammatory pathways, but one of them is this way of literally binding those spike proteins to stop the clots.